Viktor Gyökeres. I've got to say, look, Man United got involved in this yesterday because apparently we'd put a bid in that was bigger than Arsenal. Every Portuguese outlet was briefed. No UK outlet had a clue about it. That leads me to believe that that's Sporting trying to force Arsenal to panic and pay the 5 million that they want. This is all about 5 million from what I know. 55 million plus add-ons is the bid that Arsenal had rejected. Sporting simply want 60 million. Arsenal don't want to pay it. Viktor Gyökeres is lying on a beach in Mallorca, and Arsenal are now in Asia on tour. And I think that at some point, if you're an Arsenal fan or an Arteta fan or just one of us just observing this, it does get to a point where I call bullshit in relation to everyone. Arsenal are really relaxed, and Gyökeres is very relaxed. He's there with the pineapple seller lying on a Mallorcan beach. He's loving life, but it is the 20th of July, or is it the 21st today? I don't know. But the point I'm making is everyone else has been in pre-season for 2 weeks. You're not prime Pele who can walk off the beach and score a hat-trick against Man United. Although at the moment, current Pele probably could. Well, actually not, obviously for obvious reasons. But my point is, Gyökeres is coming into a league he's never played in before, and he's sat on a beach when he needs to be pre-season. And Arsenal can say they're relaxed, but if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be going, well, sorry, mate, I'm not relaxed, because last season we didn't win the league and we didn't win anything, partially because we didn't have a striker. And now preparation is key. Where is our striker? And look, Liverpool have only just got Ekitike. If they're going to get Rodrigo, he's not there yet. But Liverpool have done a lot of business, and Arsenal have done a lot of business. But when it's your priority signing, I think Gyökeres needs to be training, preparing with Arsenal, not lying on a beach in Mallorca. So him being relaxed and Arsenal being relaxed, over 5 million quid. And can I just say, I don't really get what Arsenal's stance is here. 55 million plus add-ons, 60 million plus add-ons. Gyökeres is 27, not 37. You've basically paid 52 million for Madueke, and you won't pay 60 million up front for the most prolific striker in Europe last year, who is going to be your biggest signing in years. This is the piece. This is the player. And I would not be relaxed about this over £5 million. I would be like, what are we doing here? It seems to be a bit of a dick measuring competition where it's like Sporting win or Arsenal win. Well, you win. You're taking their striker for 60 million quid. Just get the deal done. So, yeah, I think in relation to that, I think Arsenal do need to move a little bit quicker.
Well, we start with Arsenal. Their boss, Mikel Arteta, has been speaking to the media this morning in Singapore, where the club have just started their pre-season tour.
Arteta told reporters that Arsenal 100% followed the right processes over Thomas Partey after the midfielder was charged with multiple counts of rape and sexual assault.
Partey denies the charges. He was first arrested in July 2022, but was not named at the time, and continued to play for Arsenal while investigations were ongoing. His contract expired at the end of June, and he was charged earlier this month.
Well, I think the club was very clear in its statement. There are a lot of legal matters that are very complicated, so I cannot comment in any of them.
I appreciate that, but a lot of fans have questions over the way in which the matter was handled by the club. Do you feel confident and comfortable that the club followed all the right processes in that?
Then, guys, for Arsenal fans, I was playing down some reports on Sunday coming from Portugal on Man United hijacking the deal for Gyökeres. As I told you, it was an opportunity offered by intermediaries, but Man United never sent any proposal because they know that Viktor Gyökeres wants to go to Arsenal. For Arsenal fans, there is an important news. It's not directly about the Gyökeres story, but can be linked to the Gyökeres story, because tonight, Sporting made progress in negotiations with Almeria to sign the Colombian striker Luis Javier Suarez, who is the name I told you exclusively in June. He's going to be the new striker of Sporting, to be the new Gyökeres. So if Sporting are closing this deal for Suarez, probably means that things are advancing and accelerating for Viktor Gyökeres. My information on Gyökeres remains that the two clubs are in contact, that the agents are working on it. So I know that for Arsenal fans, the real news is going to be when we have the breakthrough, the here we go and the deal done. But let me say that, first of all, Gyökeres is showing full commitment, not being tempted by Saudi, not being tempted by intermediaries offering Manchester United, but fully focused on Arsenal, with his agent Hasan Çetinkaya on the same page. So only want Arsenal. But also, important to say, that Sporting are close to completing the deal for Luis Javier Suarez as new striker, expected to be done this week. So keep an eye on that one, because it could be an important